Well, Carl, just go back to Friday in your own words, like a scrappy match. I suppose, like if you're looking for positives, you didn't lose the game, and Aaron Balger came back in minutes for Keane Murphy as well. So there's a few positives in there.
Yeah, there is, but we always like to win the home games.
I know.
It was a scrappy game. Yeah, it probably even in the second half, it probably probably felt that we went too direct, too easily. We could have built it up from the back, and it's grand to be saying that now. It's but it's we did have the better chances. We were lucky not to get the winner at the end. They had a chance at the end as well, but that's going to happen. When you're going for the win, sometimes you can leave yourself open at the back. But listen, I thought fitness levels were good. The players never gave up, so you can take the positives out of that. But we should have won the game. We should have won the game, and I think we left it behind us.
Just to tell you, there we go, Carl. Like away from home, you scored loads and created loads. Like probably more than at home. Like the last 2 home games, you create a whole lot. Like, is the
I just maybe the game against Shells. Listen, Shells defensively they were organised, and we found it difficult to break them down. Damon has with the back five and the 3 inside there. They can be hard to break down, and we had a few better chances in the second half. But yeah, away from home we tend to score more goals. But yeah, but we need to start keeping clean sheets as well. That's important.
Yeah, I was going to say that was a 13 against, like, and you've been ahead in a lot of games and left.
We have, and it's and the goals that we're giving away too. It's they are mistakes from us. These things happen, but we need to correct them. Yeah. It was a soft goal that they got the other night. These things happen. But I thought we could have probably dealt better, probably 15-20 seconds before it. Before that happened. So listen, we always look back on the games, and we look, the areas that we need to improve. So but we need to, like you see, I know it's a different level this year, but last year, defensively we were solid. We were solid, and this year, yeah, we are scoring goals, but we're leaking goals as well. You're the Premier League is that you're up against a lot of quality. So you will get punished for mistakes, and at the moment that's happening to us.
In terms of creative players, Carl, like creative, creating good chances in games, Matt Healy obviously is a standard. Like in terms of your most creative player, is there a lack of that in the team without him? Like that quality, like that type of quality player, as creative players,
Yeah, well, Matty is that. Matty can start the game. He can start it. In deeper areas. He's very, very comfortable on the ball. Probably we hadn't have too much of Aaron Bolger and Matty playing together this year, whether injuries, and obviously Aaron getting the knock and Matty picking up 1 or 2 injuries. But listen, I thought the lads have come in. They've done very, very well. Yeah, listen, it's we look back at the Shells game. We were disappointed with the performance. We had a chance against Drogheda, but before that, we have a lot of chances. Is it like we're winning 2-0 against Sligo. It's 4-4 against Rovers. So I think a lot of people forget about that as well. Obviously you always you look at the last game and you're thinking, right, okay, we could have done better, but we are creating an awful lot of chances as well. So it's a team game. We're all involved in it. So yeah, and that's important.
Yeah. Well, is Keane fit to start now? Keane Murphy.
We'll see. We'll see. He's still a small bit behind the fitness wise. He knows that himself. He's always wanting to do extra. It's great to have him back in, because probably at the start of the season we thought he was going to be out for a lot longer. And listen, he's a very, very good professional. He does his work. He does his extras as well, which is good. But even in training, is that you know what you're going to get from what you see on a Friday night. We see this every day in training with Keane, and he always wants to better himself. And fitness wise, he's probably behind some of the lads, but that's expected because he's been out for a long time. But it's great to have him back in around the group. And listen, if he starts Friday or if he's on the bench, I know what I'm going to get from him.
I know there's a huge incentive ahead of every game, Colin, to get as much points you can get away from where you are at the moment. But Pats are only 2 points ahead of you, so they haven't been setting the world on fire. Like how would you assess your chances going up there, Freddie? You've been good away from home, obviously.
And no, listen, we go up there and listen, we go and perform, we win the game. You know, our players enjoy and listen. They enjoy going to listen. Pats, they're a good side, and you know they've got some very good players, as majority of teams have.
Yeah.
But the players, they'll be looking forward to the challenge, going up there. It's a good pitch. So it'll be a tough game, but we got to make sure that we're at it as well. If we're not at it in this league, you'll be beaten. So we need to go up there. We need to be focused. We need to go and do a job. If we do that, I think we have a good chance of winning the game. But we need everybody at it.
Yeah. They have a good enough form run. I think they've only lost the balls in it, but they're conceding a few too. So obviously, you know, there's areas you can get at them. Like.
There is, yeah. There's like that in most teams. You know, it's just we got to make sure is that in front of goal we got to be ruthless. You know, and then going the other way, we need to be solid at the back as well. But it's listen, they got a good result against UCD in the last game. They got a good result. Obviously, it was a draw against Rovers, so they have got good individual players. Chris Forster is a good player. As I said, I played against him myself. He's a very intelligent footballer. A lot of stuff goes through him, so we need to keep him quiet. And they've got players in higher areas too that are dangerous as well. But probably going back to us as well as that, they probably look at us too, and they look at the players that we have. And you got Keats now. Keats takes 5 goals. Is it? He's having a fantastic season. So they'll be looking at us too and looking at the strengths that we have as well.
And just last for me, I know you only take one game at a time, but we won't see over these two again. You'll be away. Just a Dundalk match Monday, 5 o'clock kickoff.
You're not around the weekend, no?
No.
Why is that?
I have to go on holiday.
Okay. So you're doing this interview now, so for it? Okay.
I'm not getting paid. Just
That's 3 reasons.
That's it, yeah. Okay.
But just ahead of the Monday game, so a chance just to ask you about that.
Okay.
Obviously, you're looking at another full house, like 5 o'clock kickoff, great rivals. You know, it's a game that I'll catch the nation from every Cork City fan.
It is, yeah. No, it is, and it'll be a massive game. We'll get a massive crowd in it, as always. Probably the rivalry over the years, you know, when John and Stephen were there, is that, you know, Cork and Dundalk, they were going at it for years, and it was brilliant. So it's probably small different now, you know. So they're a good side. They are a good side. Stevie's got them playing well, and it'll be a good game. And these are the games, you know, that, you know, the players want to be involved in, you know. So, and it's hopefully keep saying we go put on a performance, and, you know, get a big crowd and get the crowd right behind the team, and hopefully we can go and get 3 points.
Yeah, what have you made of the way they started? Dundalk themselves, what are they, third in the table?
Yeah, they're a good side. They're a good team. Listen, Stevie's a very good manager. He is. He's done very well with Pats, you know, and obviously going to Dundalk, you know, he's had such a good career there, playing career, you know. So they're a good side. They've got pace. They've got pace in her areas, and they've got experience as well. So we knew that. I knew that. We played them pre-season in Dublin, and we could see the quality that they have. So I always knew that they'd be thereabouts.
Yeah. Have a good weekend anyway. It's the weekend.
Thanks. You enjoy yourself as well. Yeah. Thanks.
I know we're just talking about there, but is it something you probably won't think of until Saturday morning? Is it that Dundalk game?
Yeah, I don't. It's just what happens is that we focus on the Pats game Friday night, and we see who comes through that game. You'd always, you know, some might get knocks, and there might be little niggles, and then you might have to change around the team and all that kind of stuff. So hopefully that we can go and win against Pats, and then we'll look after them Monday night and after that.
Can you just ask about Matthew Moore? He went to half an hour yesterday. Just what are your thoughts on that move from?
It's brilliant. It's he's a very, very good player. I think he was in the academy since under 13s, I'd say, Aaron, is it?
Either 13.
I'd say so. Yeah. So he's come in at a younger age. Very determined. Got a lot of quality. It's a great move from him. We wish him the best of luck. I think he'll go on and have a very good career. He wants to be a footballer, and that's the most important thing. He wants to be a footballer. You see a lot of people out there, and they like being footballers, and they like what comes with it, but he wants to be a footballer. I seen him training from a younger age to how he's developed. International captain under 16s, won the Victory Shield. Probably one of the best players of the tournament there. He's involved now with the under 17s. But it is great. It's and it's credit to obviously his dad David, and the family that that they the work that they do for him, So and even obviously all the academy coaches that he's come through the Cork City Academy. So listen, it's great. But you look at all the players in the academy that they train probably 3-4 nights a week and all that kind of stuff. But it's probably what you do away from the academy is the most important thing. It's that are you doing your extra stuff, are you doing your gym work, are you doing your extra running? That's the difference. Is that these are the things that people don't see. And he's one of these players that does the extra stuff, and we wish him the best of luck. And hopefully he goes on as a fantastic career.
So what are your thoughts on that in general? Obviously there's a lot more Ireland age internationals that are kind of moving abroad because they can't.
Yeah, exactly. It happens, and if it's the right deal for the club, then so be it. But listen, he'll go over there for 3 or 4 years. It's a fabulous football club. It is. It's probably given him every opportunity to go on and be the player that he can go and be. So listen, we wish him the best luck. But these things happen. It's he's got a lot of quality. He's a very, very good player. Would you like to see him play for Cork City? Absolutely. But it's these things happen in football, and that's just the way it is, isn't it?
Yeah. Does it kind of depend on the player? So, like say someone like Mark waited maybe 2018 to go to England, and obviously.
It probably just depends. It just I think if the opportunity came around, and I think if the club are really interested, they might take it 16, or else. I think Marky was involved with the senior team, and he probably waited like a small bit longer. I think with Matthew, I'd probably think at this age maybe Matthew had a small bit more interest. So then some lads move at 16, some lads move at 18, some lads move at 20. It's just the way it is, isn't it? But it's important that obviously it's the right deal for the club as well, and it's but as I said, we wish him the best of luck. But it just shows you the work that the academy coaches do here. It's and the work Liam Carney does here. It's a credit to him, because probably not the only players that has gone across the water. So from our academy, which is fantastic. It's a career for the players, isn't it? It's a career for them. Like they're starting out, and it's hopefully in 5 or 6 years' time that, or even less, you see him wearing the green jersey for Ireland, and he's representing everybody. So that's what you want, isn't it?
Brexit has probably opened up the opportunities.
It is,
in Europe. The fact that they can't go to England.
It is, yeah. But the level of the coaching that they'll get over there as well will be very, very good as well. So playing against top players over there as well. Probably the facilities, and it'd be top draw over there. So he's going to a club probably known for giving academy players opportunities in the first team. So he's going to a very, very good football team. So it's exciting times for him. It is. So
I'll probably look at Jude Bellingham as well with.
But it is, yeah.
The most for him, he went at 18 or something, and.
No, it is. It is, and it's and there'd be no fear of him going over there. He's a good lad, and he's he knows what he wants. So it's we all hope it works out for him, and he goes on to have a very good career.
You mentioned a few minutes ago about the Premiership and the First Division. Like there is a difference in standard. We're all agreeing that. Are some of the boys finding the step up a little difficult? From the point of view, it's quicker.
It's quicker, yeah. But you got to adjust it. But like when we drew against Rovers 4-4, and then we obviously drew against Sligo, then everybody was saying, "Oh, listen, the players, they're brilliant, they're this and that," and then we get a bad feed. Then they're saying, sure. Are they not good enough for this level? What is it like? Listen, it's games. You're up against full-time teams now. Is that in the First Division? You're probably only up against 1 or 2. You're tested every week. Every week, like there's no easy game. You're tested every week. So
every game is a cup final.
Absolutely. So performances have to be at that level every week. So our players probably adjusting to that. They might be, yeah. You know, the intensity, there's more in the games. Obviously, they run more. You know, it's they're working harder. They're up against better players. So obviously, decision making has to be better. So you know, defensively, you're going to be tested a lot more. Like so, the players have showed, I think, enough that they're well able for this league.